Hello, everyone. This is Dan Desolé and Glenn McCormick with Justin Haver and Associates of Remax First, back again for your mid-monthly update here. We actually did it as we promised we would. How you doing today, Glenn?
Doing awesome, thanks. How are you, Dan?
I'm well as well. Thank you for asking.
Good. It's been pretty busy still, and I know we both just had a few days off, so that's awesome. Get a little bit of recharge there, and now back to it again. So I guess we'll jump right into it and take a look at how August this year has compared with last year. Pleased to say that we're still looking okay. If you remember from previous videos and updates, July, we excelled in July from 2020 to 2019. We beat the number of sales significantly. This year, a little bit different. We had to do a little bit of more investigation because the stats we were originally looking at weren't completely accurate, but we got down to the bottom of it and determined that there was only one sale difference between August this year and last year. The winner being 2019 August, but it was one sale better. But there's some different stories in there for sure. So maybe we'll break it down into the different kind of property subtypes. I'll let you take that away, Dan. Go ahead.
Absolutely. Thank you, Glenn. So and it's really interesting that we are only down by that one sale, given everything that's going on. Once again, we're sort of bucking the trend of what we expected we were going to see with the pandemic happening. Looking at detached here for 2019 versus 2020, we actually had an increase of 4.97%. So in 2019, we were sitting at 945 detached sales. 2020, we landed at 992 detached sales.
Mm-hmm.
So we're seeing that as a trend here throughout this year, Glenn, that is more detached versus anything else. And once again, we've discussed the reason behind that. Our theory is that, people need more space.
Exactly. And you can see that when we jump over to the next category for a number of sales, and that's apartments. Last year, we saw 280 apartments sell in August, and this year's August, only 224. That's about 20% down. So yeah, significant change there. It just shows that multifamily in those high density areas, again, people are looking for more space to enjoy, preferably outdoor space.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Semi-detached. Do you want to discuss that one here, Glenn?
Yeah, sure. So these are like half a duplex, right? And we're seeing just slightly less sales in that category versus a year ago. 141 this year as opposed to 161 last year. That's 12.42%. I'm squinting because I forgot my glasses today. But the way I look at that one, it's kind of the same story. You probably have a lot of maybe first-time buyers that bought a half duplex or something like that, and now they're like, geez, I need a little bit more space, so they're moving to those detached homes. And then we have that row category as well. Go ahead, Dan.
Yeah, row. See, that one's interesting. So row homes have actually performed very, very well here in August of this year versus August of last year. Last year we were sitting at 194 sales in August, and this year we're sitting at 216. So that's our row homes that we may have 5-6 units that are all attached together with those common walls. Increase this August of 11.34% in those row homes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think what that is, a lot of first-time buyers probably, opting to go for those townhomes instead of the apartments, situations like that. One thing we haven't really looked at yet in those categories is how benchmark prices have changed. And the funny thing is I'm seeing, like, for detached, it's funny saying this because I'm so used to the constant beatdown since 2014. Prices get down, right? But this time, last year, detached homes were benchmark price of 484, and for August this year, 488.1. Just about a 1% difference. So that's good for home values, and again, very, very rare to see in a crazy year like 2020.
Yeah, absolutely it is, Glenn. Yes, and that's, as we were discussing earlier, a lot of the large sales that are happening, the large volume of sales in detached is anywhere between that 300 to that 450 max range.
Yeah.
And those homes they're moving really, really fast. A lot of times what we're seeing is people, they have the ability to stretch their budget a little more based on the low interest rates and everything, and they're having to do so to be able to get into the homes that they want, right?
Yeah, exactly. And just to kind of circle back, I mean, I just gave like the detached benchmark price, and we won't get into all the benchmark price for the other categories. But what I will circle back to is the benchmark price for it, kind of everything combined, that we're still seeing drop because when you throw in the declining values of apartments and multifamily type things like that, so we're looking at, it's still less than 1%, but year over year, so we went from about 423.4 to 420,800. Yeah, like 0.6% down in value. So that's pretty much consistent with what we've been seeing this year. But the nice thing is like the increased sales activity is helping to offset any kind of declining values. So which is great news for most homeowners out there.
It is absolutely. And also when we're looking at homeowners and them getting into the market to sell their properties, it's interesting to look at months of supply. So we have dropped in months of supply.
Mhm.
August of this year versus last, we've actually dropped by 9.75%. So we're sitting at 4.11
Yeah.
months of supply right now, and sales to new listings is up.
Yeah.
So for every new listing that's coming out, there's more of a possibility of it actually being sold, and being sold a lot faster. Days on market down from 59 days to 52 here, and that's for total overall for the city of Calgary for all four types of homes, right?
Yeah, that's right. And I mean, you mentioned months of supply. Let's go back to looking at detached again. We're going from 4.05 months of supply in August 2019 to 3.27.
Right.
So 3.5 is kind of like that. This is the balanced market. So that's actually closer into the buyer's market, or sorry, the seller's market type situation. I will not claim that we are in a seller's market at any point. Sellers are just being smarter right now and being more aggressively priced because that they know that's what's going to help in the end of the day and get their homes sold over their competition. But this is a great sign because again, let's flip it around, compare it apartments. We were at an already high months of supply of 6.01 for August 2019, and now it's 7.44. So even a little bit more there, right? So, but I wonder, you know what, Dan? I think we kind of touched this August so far. So why don't we talk briefly about what we've seen this first week of September since we've had 7 days go by. I think we got stats for actually the first 6 days, September 1st to 6th. How's that look?
So it looks interesting, Glenn. And now a lot can change throughout the entire month. But if we're looking at our total numbers here, so all different styles of homes, we are actually looking at an increase of 40.87% sales for so far into September versus the exact same date, September of last year. That's gigantic. That's huge.
It is, yeah.
When we're looking at new listings, looking at the same days of comparable, we're down in new listings by 2.86%. And once again, I mean that can all change a lot, but generally this would have been a slower time of the year right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like September, everybody would have already made their moves with school having started, and this would have been a time of year where we would have started slowing down. But once again, this is 2020.
Yeah,
nothing's normal.
No, you're not allowed to be surprised with anything.
Nope.
I mean, I do kind of think it's going to slow down as we progress because it's kind of like maybe the last remnants of sales from August, but that's still a pretty big gap for last year's number to catch up on. I'm very curious to see where it will be in another week, but yeah, we got like almost 100 more sales so far in that time. Let's see, a lot of them are detached, of course, and the ones that are, let's see,
65% of all sales so far in September have been detached.
Yeah. So that's pretty much the lion's share for sure. Other than that, I mean, interest rates are still pretty awesome. Like I remember not long ago, it was like 1.99 was kind of like the big bank rate that you would get, that you could get without having to, agree to some massive, nasty penalty fees if you broke it. And then now it's kind of like you can even get like the 1.79s with normal kind of mortgages from the big banks as well. And there's probably a lot better out there from other kind of lenders, but yeah, it's crazy. The money is cheap for sure, and that's definitely helping people get out there and make purchases.
It is, and that as well, with all the numbers that we've been looking at here today, Glenn, this all speaks really well to anybody looking at potentially listing their home and wondering, is this the right time? The buyers are out there, the market it's definitely buzzing, and this would be a great time to throw a home on the market because we need them. I've got a lot of buyers who are looking for places.
Yeah.
Get a hold of us.
That's right.
Just sign on your lawn and let's get that place sold.
Absolutely. So yeah, don't hesitate. Whether you're looking to buy or sell, reach out to Dan or I, and let's have a conversation. Every community is a little bit different, so it's always. But we can definitely help you with that guidance. We look forward to hearing from you, and we hope you appreciate these market updates. Hey, shoot us a message if you want to hear us discuss any specific topic, or if you have any comments or fan mail kind of stuff. We'll take it all. Anyways, until next time, Dan, let's say toodle-doo, and talk to you again soon.
Toodle-doo, Glenn.
All right. Take care. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
All right. Why did I have to say toodle-doo?
I don't know. I love it though.
I'll leave it in there.
What a bunch of dorks.